And we're off with a playoff preview here. Two playoff contenders ranked 4 and 5 respectively. You see the Toasters defending their undefeated record here tonight. And Tony's Tigers not too shy off of that 4-1 and looking to play spoiler here and maybe even assert themselves higher in the rankings. And Envy, first time on the channel, on the stream. And they're gonna score. Toasters 4-0, continue their momentum. Up, might be goal number 2. Walker's there. Walker's gonna roll it in. Envy with the assist off the kickoff. Walker dog piles in and rolls it in as Drankin is trying to drive back into it. Misses the save. Over to the sideline. Player James 50s through, and Tony's Tigers, they have been on this channel a handful of times, so no strangers to them. I'm used to them winning, doing good things. The shot goes wide. Walker can't get to it. Here's Envy. Gets back. Miscommunication, but Drankin drops it. And the demo.
It's the worst part of the game.
Walker almost crosses his net. Pulls back on it a little bit. And here's Envy. Going up. Player James. Across the top. Pass to himself and can't finish. Drankin sends it across. Looks like Player James is looking for a bump on Envy. Missed on that, and Drankin will be by himself against the back wall. Envy trying to chase down the play. Does a great job stalling. James has the shot, floats it over, and Envy is there to make the save. Still plenty of time here in this week 6 game 1 matchup. Walker pops up. Envy sends it away. It might be an easy save for Drankin. It is. Player James clears it out. Walker chasing it back. Fennec looks good.
Brutality.
Another demo. I think the contact up to this point has been incidental, but that's something that we'll look for as Walker lays on another demo. So I think that there goes that theory. What a shot. Player James and the save by Envy. What up, Sear? She's enjoying some early evening Rocket League action. Got some time to kill before my next match, but I do have one more tonight in about an hour and a half. Rolls it in. Player James. Walker gets it at the front post. Walker up the field. Now Drankin has to get back to it and makes a save on the other end. So Tony's Tigers, they're rolling well. They're going toe-to-toe with the Toasters. But they have yet to score a goal and have already allowed 2. Player James turns on this. Looking for goal number 1 and gets it. Player James alone.
También se prepara este mangranero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
¡Ojo a Cristiano! ¡Cristiano del área! ¡Sigue Cristiano! ¡Gol!
And something I didn't notice in real time, the replay shows Drankin coming in and disrupting the dribble, disrupting the timing, getting in the face of the ball carrier. And that allowed his captain James to turn around and take advantage. Another demo.
Get him a body bag! Yeah!
Hell yeah, bro. Got a match at 8 PST for me. Just like watching. Yeah, appreciate it, man. What's your guys' record? Hold on, it's going the other way. Walker, he sees a bunch of green turf, plenty of space, but no boost. And Player James ties it up. Walker, I'm not sure what happened there. Just maybe he wasn't comfortable enough to drive it down the field, but he did not need much. As we tick down to 60 seconds, Toasters were in complete control. Player James, the fake.
Would you look at that? Filthy. Absolutely filthy.
And skill aside, that is a momentum play. Tony's Tigers have now scored 3 goals unanswered. And Envy's a good player, but got a little uncomfortable outside the net. Maybe went for it a little too soon, took the bait. And Tony's Tigers now have the lead, as Toasters don't really have time to scratch their head. They have to adjust and get themselves back into this matchup. Envy sends it on. Shooter goes over and under. James may have faked on the defense. Player James pops up out of the corner. Walker floating turf. 20 seconds to go. This possession might be the last one. Walker into the field. Envy misses a touch. A few opportunities missed here now by Toasters. Remember, undefeated record on the line. And that ball is going to roll around. And it's Tony Tigers with a comeback victory in game 1. Now lead the series. Player James with the hat trick. Drankin 3 assists on every one of those goals and 3 saves to boot. The team came to play. 9 shots total from them. Sears 5-0. If we win this match, 6-0. Well, good luck tonight, Sear. Save from Envy outside the net. Down the field. To the corner. He gets smacked.
What you doing, Tanner?
Walker across the field. He's got to be careful here. Player James reads the play. And 50s through, and Tony's Tigers look like they're not going to let up on the momentum that they were able to capture at the end of game 1. Walker drives in, going the other way. Here's Envy. Envy was pretty speedy in game 1, but looks like they've slowed down their play. Floating over to the orange net. Drankin pops up, can't get a shot. Envy's there, front post, low boost, and what a shot! Player James slots it in. The angle on this, Envy gets up. We knew boost was an issue.
Can I get a, oh yeah?
And it's safe to say that Player James is alive, well, warm, and ready to get this dub for week 6. There's the demo. And this must be a competitive division, because this is the number 4th ranked versus the number 5. So Toasters 4-0 and still ranked 4th. So I can't imagine what kind of competitive nature this division has. More demos. Walker laying down the fender, and he gets what's coming to him.
I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey.
Fire with fire out there. You live by the boom, you die by the boom. Envy finds some room. James to the corner. Out. Walker floats it in. Dragon had a shot, but skips it against the ground, loses the speed. Envy drive it off the wall, get some wheels on it. Anybody's possession here. And Walker, he sees the bump, goes up, and the save. Drinking going the other way. He was bumped. He was bumped in the net, recovered perfectly, and his captain finishes so strong.
Ooh, he's trying.
If you're just joining us, player James had himself a hat trick performance in game number 1, and it already has 2 under his belt in game 2. First time casting Toasters. So although they're undefeated, I have not seen their type of matchups, their quality of opponents thus far, and really if the Toasters are even used to this kind of opposition. Drankin slows it down, wins on the 50. And rolls it into Envy, who's ready to supply a big clear away from the orange net. And Walker, we'll call it a doozy. Let's see what happened here. Envy was in on it, a few players around, but Walker will get credited. 2-1 now. Going the other way. Player James regains that cushion, a 2-goal lead. Everyone's stacked in at the point of attack. Midfield kickoff. And that leaves little room for error. Toasters don't look bad by any means, but it is obviously Tony's Tigers that are able to do a little more this series. James gets it around. He's gonna go toe-to-toe front post, gets the shot, nothing more. Huge dunk for him, and Drankin with the wall pinch. Here comes Envy. Lines it up, preserves boost, puts it to the corner. Drankin's got to be careful here. Walker coming in, he smelled blood. And a dunk to the other side of the field. Drankin has eyes for the net, but settles for the corner. James to that same corner. Drankin trying to collect pads, trying to see what the play requires of him. As Envy is going to go up to the wall. Drankin outside his net. He's got to go up and high for this. Second goal, Envy. Gets high up.
Oh yeah, banana bread, bro!
And guides it in. Drankin playing defense a little too shallow. Which, you know, you're obviously able to dictate where you mount up and play defense, but you have to be, you know, you have to be really familiar with your capabilities and what you can touch, what you can hit at a moment's notice. You see Drankin got caught flat-footed there. Player James going the other way. Envy tackles him before midfield. It goes up and it's behind them once more. Drankin lines it up, touches soft. And a good touch by Envy. Has some boost to work with, 20 to be precise. Drankin lines up a good pass, but one too many touches puts it out of contention. Pops it over. Across the net. Drankin gets the boost starve and 100 for himself. Walker rolls it. Player James sends it back. Walker to the wall. Drankin up 50. A tying opportunity here. Drankin needs to get a touch. He does. More help, James. Walker keeps it alive. And it's back down to the floor. Tony's Tigers hang on to that one, but do collect their second win of the series. Match point for them. Player James, another hat trick for him. Drankin heavy in the assist department and the saves. As Tony's Tigers collectively shooting about 50% efficiency. And the Toasters are looking for an answer. They don't want to drop in the seedings, the playoff seedings. They definitely don't want to lose their opportunity for a perfect regular season. But all of that is at stake right now, and Toasters have an entire game to deem themselves worthy. Player James to the back corner, beats a defender. Walker gets caught at the midfield. 100 boost for him. Player James all over it. And passes, and Drankin gets caught out of position. Player James floats it over. Walker drops it down. 50's up, ceiling. Envy on the respawn. And Drankin again misreads the pass. Envy running it down. It looks like it's up the wall. And James scrapes it off. Here we go. Walker to the front post. Envy turns around. Envy, open net. And is able to capitalize. Drankin just sends it out to nowhere in particular. Quick turn from Envy, and Toasters have their first lead since game 1. A little under 4 minutes. Player James gonna take his time. He loses possession here to Walker. Walker sends it. This might be the second goal. Drankin lines it up, and Envy has an easy pitch in. So a few mistakes from Tony's Tigers, and Toasters have a cushy 2-goal lead. But remember, they led 2-0 in game 1, had 3 unanswered scored against them, and the rest is history. Player James sends it upfield. Envy keeping control, keeping it tight, staying close as Drankin floats it over. Walker to the wall. Player James is trying to link up from that corner center. This one's off the backboard. Drankin gets up, and there's a passing play for them. I believe that's Drankin's first goal of the series. Good on him.
That was legitness.
And Tony's Tigers on the board, cut the lead in half, 1-2. Toasters looking to hang on. 50's through. Going the other way. Walker has 12, has another 12, has another pad. Pass. He scores. I'm not sure what Envy was doing over there.
Encara Messi, 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 gol, 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 gol.
But a great read, and Toasters back to a 2-goal lead. And everyone in the lobby appreciating the wall pinch there into the pass. Out to the corner. Player James floats it back, not on target, but pretty threatening, and a demo.
Oh.
Player James turns around, goal number 2, rolls it in. Neither team backing down. Aside from playoff seeding being at stake, Toasters, with the loss here, will lose their opportunity to have a perfect regular season. And with their lead here, they're not quite ready for it to slip through their fingers. A wide shot there from Walker. Both teams trying to recover. Midfield, infield. And James takes the other way. Doesn't mind the 2v1. Gets space. Splits the defenders. Player James to tie it up. Cuts through. They both get back. Miscommunication from Toasters completely. It looked like Walker thought he had a few extra moments to get boost, but if there's anything we've learned from Player James in this series, is that he has killer instinct eyes on the prize. When he smells blood, he eats. James can't make the touch. Down the field. They get tied up. Good recovery from Drankin. Envy has a shot over, has to slide it over. Gets it front. Walker can turn around, floats it up. They go high in the save.
Outstanding.
Big dunk from Envy to the back wall. Can finish and a little high. And there's Awesome Ender says, League of Villains. What a demo. And what a goal.
Would you look at that? Filthy. Absolutely filthy.
Walker taking his anger out on the defender in the blue net. And Envy has been playing much better up where they need to be. Here comes Walker. A late lead for Toasters. Out of the corner. Can't get to it. 60 seconds now. This is for either a Tony's Tigers sweep or Toasters' first win of the series as player James sends it to the corner. Walker looks there, ready to handle it. A lot of Phoenix on the field this evening. To player James. Player James has room. We've seen him shoot some angles tonight already. Walker down the field. Drankin cuts it off, and half a minute now. 100 boost for Drankin. Might be an easy shot. Player James shanks it high, and we continue. Player James, he has made so many difficult shots this series. He gets what looked to be an open net and just goes wide, and no sweep for Tony's Tigers. 3 seconds remaining. Pretty much impossible for the Tigers. They just got to pack it in and wait for game number 4. Because we almost had another goal there, but down by 2. And DJ hyping things up as Toasters get their first win of the series. Not going down, not ready to concede their perfect season, as Envy has 5 goals, 4 of them assisted. And that is winning 2's Rocket League right there. Game number 4 coming. And Paulson in the house. Big demo from Envy against the back wall. Could be shot at. Player James is there. So 0-0. Tony's Tigers, they seem to enjoy and be very comfortable orchestrating these late rallies. But it'd be interesting to see them just get the lead and keep the lead. But now that Toasters have an answer, they'll be much harder to beat.
Why would you kill him like that?
So we get a demo. Envy drops it down. Dangerous touch. And player James shows him why. Drankin sends it to Envy. Envy, you have to imagine, wanted a little more there. And player James, perfect read for him. Tony's Tigers strike first. I don't believe they've lost any game in this series with starting with the lead. Walker out to the field.
You're not that guy, pal.
Another demo, but that looks good from here. Misses the double. I believe that was Envy. Walker back on the respawn. Goes up the wall. Player James just ready for whatever. Tries to pre-jump the challenge. And here comes Walker. 100 boost for him. 180 if you want to get technical. The 50 drops to midfield. Walker gets turned around. Player James lines it up, and a heater of a shot. from player James. You can't blame Walker there too much. He was playing against the first defender, didn't account for the second. Bangs it a little too hard against his back wall, and ball rolls right into a shooting lane. Tony's Tigers up by 2 with Toasters yet to score. Envy at the midfield. Walker can't get around. He might be in trouble. 0 boost for him. Continues to be starved. And he rolls it up. Walker out to the other side. Not placing it anywhere in particular. Just wanted the breathing room. Walker sends it in. Drankin against the backboard. Envy. Back up to that backboard. Looks for the re. That's Drankin. He's got to watch out for the respawn. Walker comes in. Player James almost gets the fake. It took me 4 games of this series, but I'm pretty sure Tony's Tigers have a matching. I'm pretty sure they're wearing uniforms, is what I'm saying.
I like the way you die, boy.
Envy to the back corner. Tries to get it from the orange side of the field. Drankin lines it up. 2 defenders, and Envy gets back to it. Save. Has some field to work with. Pops up. 2 minutes. Almost a bump, and player James gets demoed.
Get him a body bag. Yeah.
Infield pass and a wide shot. You like the passing plays, especially when a 2v2, but it looked like Walker had some room to work with. Up and over. Backboard. Going the other way. Drankin. Down the field. Player James keeps it wide. Keeps it interesting. And it's going the other way. 1.5 minutes. This one's not over by a long shot. Envy with 100. Centers. And James doesn't let it get past the front post. Player James not quite done yet. Keeps the touches. Has a pinching pass. And Drankin scores on the center.
También se prepara este mangranero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
Ojo a Cristiano, Cristiano en el área, sigue Cristiano. ¡Gol!
3-0, 1:21, and Toasters, they're a good squad. I don't foresee the comeback for them. We all know they're going to keep fighting. Envy sends it to the front post. Drankin gets it out to the midfield. Player James gets back into the field. Drankin. This will be his 2nd goal of the series if he gets it, and no, it's saved by Walker. Drankin has done a wonderful job all series playing that support role. Almost every goal they have is an assist by him. As player James gets back for the save and a demo here.
It's the worst part of the game.
Director Cam almost made us miss this, but Toasters are on the board for the first time.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Courtesy of Envy. Some quick touches, quick thinking. But there is a chance here, but they have to get busy and soon. Envy takes the ball. Down to 50. He gets robbed. Drankin. Here's Walker. Pops up. Looking for the read. Looking for the double. Can't get it. That one goes in.
Off the post.
And 10 seconds. And it looks like a Tony's Tigers victory to me. And GG's for sure. Toasters do not keep their undefeated record, but they do avoid the sweep for what it's worth. Okay, and player James, no interview from him. He's going to. He's got NHL playoffs to watch. Completely understandable.